Everything is moving online, but the internet isn't just for young people. It's a way for people of all ages to connect personally and professionally. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Robert Traynham. As always, thank you very much for joining us. My guest is Debra Berlyn, Executive Director of the project to get older adults online. Debra, welcome to the program.
Thank you very much.
You know, here we are in the 20th century, 21st century actually, and there are millions of people that are online. But when you take a look at everyday life, it seems like you have to do more and more things online, not by choice, but because you're being forced to. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. More and more services are moving online. And here's a dilemma for us. More government services are moving online. And while for most of us that's a convenience, while we are online, our older adult population, only 35% of those 65 and older are actually online. So what that means is while government services like Social Security and Medicare are having online services, their forms are online, as a convenience, it's not working for our older population who don't have access to the internet at home.
You know, it's interesting because it can be borderline discriminatory to a certain degree. Let's say hypothetically, you know, you have an older American that got a parking ticket and they want to write out a check to pay that parking ticket, but their bank is saying, you know what, we don't even issue paper checks anymore. Or perhaps the government service is saying, we don't even take checks anymore. Everything is done online. And the older person is saying, well, wait a minute, I don't even own a computer. So how do you bridge that gap?
It's a problem for our older community. And the IRS just recently announced a few weeks ago that they're not sending out tax forms anymore. You have to get them online. And so for the older individual, it means a trek down to the post office or the library, and you have to sift through those piles of tax forms to get the right one. So what this means is it's an inconvenience, but we really need to drive our older population to getting online. And that's the purpose of the project that I have, the project to get older adults online. So it's another value of going on the internet.
Can you give us some specific examples, especially to the viewers out there that may be an older American, or perhaps maybe they have a loved one, a parent, a grandparent, or maybe even a friend that is not digitally connected? Is there anything that they can do at home to get their friends and their loved ones online?
Well, it's really helpful to connect them if they can. And I know it's a challenge, but part of the problem is that, and that is what often happens, is that an adult child helps their older parent go online. And so if you have someone in that case, it helps. But if you don't have an older adult child or a grandchild in many cases. I mean, most of us are look to our teenagers to help us with technology these days. So, you know, that works. But if not, there are many classes around the country that help with technology training that are available in our community centers, in nonprofit organizations, libraries, et cetera, that can help with technology training.
I have to ask you, why did you get involved in this project?
I got involved when I looked at this digital divide that exists with the older population. And I thought that it really is a problem that our older population is not online. And I looked at the tremendous value that the internet can provide for the older community. And I thought that we really do need to get our older individuals online.
Is it just as simple as having them be literally physically connected to the internet, or is it more complex about letting them or getting them to understand the complexity of the internet, or both?
Well, it's not just a matter of connecting, it's also a matter of using online services.
So being proficient.
Yes, it's taking advantage of all that the online world has to offer. So it's going online, it's searching for information, it's taking advantage of social networking, it's using e-commerce, a tremendous benefit for older adults.
Debra Berlyn, in the 15 seconds we have left, do you see a world 10, 15 years from now where we'll be paperless?
Well, that's what many are saying, that we're moving in that direction. And I know for many of us at work, that's happening.
Thank you very much. And of course, thank you for watching Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Robert Traynham. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.